Hey people, this is David, and today I'm doing a quick demo of the Hellofixit module where we're going to show you the way that you can send in a job and the way it relays it to contractor and so on. Basically, this is a module that plugs into Drupal 7, the CMS, and so it'll work with any Drupal 7 website. What I've already done here is set it up on a Drupal 7 site. This is a basically fresh install of Drupal, which lives on a staging site that I happen to own. So pay no attention to the URL, and let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is look at the settings page. Now, the settings page has your URL where the site lives. You're going to have to enter that normally. And the second thing that's important for right now is it has the administrator's cell phone number, which this is my personal cell at the moment. The reason that you have that is because when someone sends in a job, you need a human to see it and decide whether it's spam or not. And the next setting we're going to look at is the time interval, which you can see here is set to 60 seconds. Normally it would be 600 seconds, but for the purposes of our demo, we're just going to make it 60. And what that means is that the system works, it runs on its own in the background, and every 60 seconds it's going to look in its system, in its database, and say, do I have any jobs? Did any jobs come in the last 60 seconds? And if they did, I'm going to relay them to a Fixit. Every job that comes in is going to be relayed every 60 seconds to a new Fixit. Normally, it would be 10 minutes. Normally, it would be 600 seconds. So let's say if it relays a job to Fixit Bob, and Bob doesn't respond within that 60-second period, it will relay it to Fixit Sally and give her a shot at it. So Bob didn't respond, so his chance is gone, and it's now up to Sally of whether she wants to take the job or not. So the other settings I'm not going to go over right now. Let's go ahead and save configuration. And the next thing we're going to do is run the test module really quick. Since this is a brand new install, let's just make sure it works. And it passed all the tests. For you Drupal freaks out there, you can see it will show you all the test results, but that's not important for this demo. So now let's go over to the content page. And as you can see, because this is a fresh install, we have no content. This is where we're going to see all the people, all the jobs, and all the messages that come and go from our system and to our system, from customers to Fixits, and so on. The way that we're going to run this demo is I'm going to have two Google Voice accounts set up with two totally separate numbers. The first one is going to be for a customer, which is this one, 308-101. And the next one is going to be for a Fixit, which is going to be this one, 843-3150. Okay, so now we have our two numbers. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to send a text in to the Hellofixit number, and this was set up in advance, 214-891-3022. We're going to send that message, and we're going to say something that sounds like what a job would be. So let's say you're a homeowner and somebody breaks your window, like these little whippersnappers running around. Maybe they have a baseball, they're playing stickball, like it's 1955, and their baseball just goes right through your window. So now you're stuck and you need somebody to come fix this broken window. Let's say my window is broken. Boom. And we're going to send it. Click. Boom. All right. It's now on the way to Hellofixit. Let's take a look at our content page. Refresh the content page. And we see two things just happened. We see, number one, we see a new person. And number two, we see a new job. The person is because that text message came from somebody that we didn't already have in the system. Here's the number, 308-101. That's the number for the customer. So it gets a new message from a new person, and it assumes it's the new customer, unless proven otherwise. I'll get into that in a second here. So we don't have the name or the address, but it's not really important for right now. The main thing is we have the cell phone number. And we look at the job they sent in. here's the job they sent in. It is saying my window is broken. So that's the message that somebody just sent in. The other important thing here is to notice the status, which says needs approval. And right about now, the administrator, which just so happens to be me, is getting a text message saying, take a look at this job, it needs approval. Now here's the message going out. It's stored in our system before it goes out, and it says, new job needs approval. Here's a link. You can click this link to look at what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and look at my phone, and you won't be able to see this, but I'm going to go ahead, see that message on my phone, click approve, and then I'll be right back. And I'm back. And okay, I just clicked approve on my phone. Now let's take a look at what that job says. So it no longer says needs approval, now it says approved. Perfect. So now we have a job in the system, we have a customer, and the system is saying to itself, well, who am I going to send this job to? I don't have any fixes. Every 60 seconds it's going through and saying, oh, this sucks. I don't have anybody to relay this job to. So why don't we go ahead and give it a fix-it to relay the job to. We go over to the other Google Voice number and we send a text from this number, which is separate, a different number, but we send it to the same Hellofixit, 214891, blah, 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 and we say the keyword contractor, and let's just say just for laughs, we'll put contractor Bob. The main thing is that it has the word contractor. And we send that in. And what is the system going to do with that? Refresh. New person. Look, we got a new message. So it makes a new person. Let's take a look. Oh, guess what? It says person type fix it. Well, how did it know? It knew because we included the word contractor in the message. So that's how it knows to make someone as a fix it instead of as a customer. And again, we don't have the name or anything because it's not that smart yet, but we have the cell phone number, and that's the most important thing. So what's happening in the background here is our system is going through and saying, hey, I have a job and I have a fix-it. So I'm going to go ahead and relay that message to the fix-it. And look, it made a new text out. Let's take a look at that. Check it out. Okay, it sent the job to a fix-it, and it said, here is a job you might be looking at, you might be interested in. If you're available within the next 3 hours, reply with the word fix-it. You have to reply within the next 10 minutes. And here's the description of the job, and this will look familiar because this is what we sent in a minute ago. And it sent it to this number, which is the number of the fix-it that we just created. Awesome. Okay, well, it's doing its thing. Let's go over to the Fix-It's text message box and check it out. We got a message. So this is the message that we just received, and we're going to reply to it. So let's say contractor Bob does want to go look at this job. So he just replies, fix it. Boom. Sent. Now the system is going to know. So we go back to the system, refresh the content page. The job is updated. Check it out. Awesome. So the job is updated. It says taken, not notified customer. And here's the same job that we were looking at before. What that means is that it has not, that it received the message from the contractor, but it has not notified the customer yet. So why don't we refresh again? Okay, and I went ahead and refreshed a few more times. About a minute has gone by. And what you can see here, let's click refresh, just for dramatic effect. What you can see here is the status changed on its own from taken not notified to taken notified customer. And this is the next step in the process. What it did was it said, hey, I have a job that the contractor marked. They want this job. So let's tell the customer about it. And it also created a new text out. The text out says, we found a fix-it who wants to come look at your job. They're supposed to arrive within 3 hours. You need to call or text them with your location. Here's their cell. Great, this all seems pretty straightforward. And let's go to Google Voice for that customer. And here's the message. So if it was on your phone, you'd see the whole thing. It's a little cut off here, but that's Google Voice for you. Now let's go back to the content page. And what we'll see is, okay, there's the text that just went to the customer. And we're going to wait about a minute longer. And what we'll see is a text that goes to the Fixit as well. Okay, we're back, and it's been about a minute again, and I'm refreshing. I'm going to click on the job and show you the status again. So this time, instead of taken notified customer, it says taken details sent to Fixit. Well, that's the next step, and let's go ahead and look on the content page, and look, there's a new text out. Let's open that, and this is the message that goes to the Fixit saying, here's the cell phone number for the job that you're going to look at. Please get in touch. They're expecting you within 3 hours. So here's the number for the customer, but this is going to the Fixit. And okay, perfect. Well, let's look at the Google Voice. This is the Google Voice for Contractor Bob. We'll click refresh. It says, here's the cell phone number for the job you're going to look at. Great. Well, the message got through. All right, awesome. So what we have here is a job came in. This is our job that just came in. And we sent a message to the Fixit. Fixit sent a message back saying, I want it. The customer got notified with the Fixit's phone number. And then the Fixit got notified with the customer's number. And now we just made a match, and somebody is going to get their window fixed. So that's Hellofixit. I hope you enjoyed the demo, and let me know if you have any questions.